We miss you. Like, there's a noticeable gap in your presence.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Hi guys, Sarah here and
Aaron, how's it going?
welcome back to the Zebra Tribe fam. So it's been a moment since we did a sit down video. We want to start this one off by first saying
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
And happy anniversary, babe.
And happy anniversary. Today's our anniversary and we're taking this time to make a little video for you guys. Today's video is actually going to be a Q&A and it's gonna address some questions that some of you guys have asked, as well as answer the question of, has our love changed after 16 years of marriage? We've been married for 16 years. 16 years.
17, actually.
We've been together for stop, don't throw me off. We've
16.
been together for 17.
Married 16 years.
Married 16. And yeah, I guess we're going to answer that. So let me start off with the questions that we have. Also, I hope you guys had like a Merry Christmas, because I don't think
guys.
We did have some pre-recorded videos and stuff, but I didn't really go in, like, they were recorded, so I couldn't actually insert myself saying Merry Christmas.
In a year or two, you and I are going to know each other for half our lives. That's crazy.
That sounds really weird.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Right?
We met. Okay, so probably start off with that question. Like, how old were we when we met?
I was 19.
Were you 19? Weren't you not 18 turning 19?
No, I just turned 19.
Oh, okay. He was 19 and I was 18.
Yep.
And I guess following that, we'll just answer how we met. We'll make this short because we do have videos up on this, but I know that they're like far in the background because we did them a long time ago. So we have some really interesting questions coming, but I just want to debrief a lot of you guys that are relatively new to our channel. How did we meet?
We met at New Year's.
We met at New Year's.
We met at a party, a New Year's party.
We got married in the new year, like
Yep.
Immediately following. But we also had our anniversary of when we met. We didn't even celebrate it. We're bad.
We celebrated it.
Well, we celebrated New Year, but we didn't celebrate it as like the time we met.
No, we didn't.
We didn't, because it didn't even cross my mind. I totally forgot. But we did meet on New Year's night at a New Year's party, and yeah, there's a story time on that somewhere. I hope maybe I'll insert it in the description box below. So if you're interested, you can click on that.
Good story, guys.
It's a very interesting story, Aaron. Very interesting.
I love you, sweetheart.
Yes, loved you too. Another question is, again, being that it's a new year, this thought has crossed my mind many a times over the years, being that I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I've worked in the past. I've worked also while being a stay-at-home mom, like a part-time job at home. And just touching base on the question of like working versus staying at home. The marriage question is coming. Don't worry. What's your take on me working versus staying at home?
When you're working like a part-time job, it's difficult because the time difference, right? And you taking the time out to do work for another business, it's we miss you. Like, there's a noticeable gap in your presence.
Yeah.
Because you're always, for the vast majority of our lives together, you're there with the kids, right? And we're all spending time together. But when you're off doing something else,
it's hard.
Right, it's hard, and you have to do that. I understand, but
it's harder. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. Like, we're like, where's mom? Oh,
she's working.
She's working.
So it's a tough role, and I know other parents do it where you have two parents working, but for us, we've made the decision to have one person be at home, which has worked really well for us, and it's working really well in terms of us raising our kids. It's definitely a sacrifice, because I remember when we met, I was just like, I would not stay at home, and I am staying at home, and I actually genuinely enjoy being at home. I don't think it's necessarily for everyone, because it all depends on your personality. If you're not that kind of person who necessarily doesn't want to like devote your time like that to your kids too, because parenting to different people comes in different forms, right? Some people don't want to devote that much time. They still want.
Well, I think there's a variety of people, right? I think some people can't afford.
They can't, yeah.
They want to stay at home and they can't afford to stay at home. I think we hear that a lot.
Yeah, affordability
right? Affordability is a huge issue in these days. And well, we feel it, right? That we definitely make a sacrifice. Our lifestyle would be totally different if Sarah was working. But we've decided that that's not that's not the best case scenario.
Those were some of the things that definitely do prevent some moms from staying at home. But then there's some who genuinely wouldn't do it because they just would feel like they're going crazy. And I've had moments at the beginning, but honestly, like, at the beginning I felt like, as much as I genuinely love what I was doing, I think there are moments as like a mom where you can get lost, where you just feel like there's no you. And that's where YouTube became an outlet for me. Not, you know what I mean? It's just like a place where I could share and communicate and converse and not feel like I'm just confined.
Right, like you're sharing and expressing yourself.
Yeah. So
I understand.
Overall, like me staying at home, I really enjoy it. I think it does wonders for the kids, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Working for me, I did enjoy it only in the sense that I felt like I was bringing in an income, but that at the same token, like YouTube is kind of doing the exact same thing, and I'm working at my own schedule. I feel like what I was doing was very time consuming.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was hard in the sense that I still was being stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mom, taking care of all those things. And then when hubby got home, then it was like, Zoom, I'm off. In fact, I worked during the day too. Then I would just be off working. And it was hard trying to juggle all of the above, especially when the payment wasn't reflecting, I feel like, a lot of my work.
Like all the time that you were taking, right?
Yeah,
it's hard.
So for the new year, for 2020, I'll definitely still be staying at home, taking care of the kids. Even though every now and again I get the itch, and I tell Aaron, I was like, I want to get a job.
You know what? And I'm not the kind of guy that says, you gotta stay at home. Right? You can't get a job. I don't want you to get a job. I just want her to make the best of the situation and do what she wants to do. So if she wants a career, I'm all for that. But I don't. I've told her that the only thing I'm not supportive of is I don't want her to just get a job for the sake of a paycheck, that she's working a minimum wage job with there's no future in it. Mm-hmm. And she's not gaining that much out of it. She's just exhausting herself. So to me, that's not worth it. I want her to do something that she wants to do.
Especially when I'm able to stay at home.
Especially when you're able to stay at home. That's right.
Anyways, next question. Has our love changed after 16 years?
I think it's grown.
You feel like it's grown?
It's grown.
Because people think, I guess, after a long time of being together with someone, that it's... And people have actually asked this. They've asked, like, how do you keep, like, your love alive in that time frame? I feel like we should do segments on this because, like, with any married couple, it's not easy. It's not always, like, what's the term? Roses or whatever. What do they?
Of course
why
not.
do they combine with roses? Because people see that. Like, people do say, you guys are a loving family and all that, and I definitely think that we are. But we also have our moments, and I feel like we could also share some of those moments, like how we do deal with conflict and how we handle out some of those things, because they are a real part of everyday life and marriage with kids. But
that's right.
In terms of our love being there, I definitely feel like it's grown and it's definitely stronger. Like, we're at the beginning of the relationship. I still consider that more like even though you may love the person, it's infatuation, right?
I loved you then. Sorry.
No, but I'm not saying that. No,
then.
but it's still like a honeymoon kind of love.
Well, it's because you're not living with the person.
Yeah, it's not.
Right? You're just seeing them and spending time with them because you want to do that.
Yeah.
Right? You're not coming home to them in a bad mood.
Exactly.
And they've had a bad day.
Exactly.
And you've got XYZ to do. Yeah. Those situations arise.
Yeah.
And they'll definitely change how you react to each other. Sometimes, right?
They do. And so. But in terms of, and I guess it's good too when you genuinely love each other. You're not in it for a different reason. Because I think sometimes too in our situation, people could have looked at it where we had Michaela young and think that that's our reason for wanting to do what we were doing. But we expressed our love even before that with each other.
Right.
And so I think the situation is a little different depending on what people are
Yeah, some people, right? Some people make decisions based on other factors. You know, I didn't marry Sarah because she was pregnant, but
Yeah.
I definitely didn't want to do that
No.
for that reason, right? That sounds bad, maybe. But I'm definitely not. I don't feel compelled to marry someone because they're going to have a child. That's definitely not a good reason to get married on its own.
Yeah, because
Because that's not gonna
long term, I think those are the things that are definitely going to affect your love for each other. So, how can you tell that our love has grown? How can you tell that your love has grown?
Because I feel in my heart that I want to be with her throughout the rest of my life.
Even after I drive you crazy?
Even after you drive me crazy. Because
that never happens.
Because I miss her when I'm not there, right? And you're not there.
Don't.
Of course I do. I miss you, right? And I love her. I do love her, and I care about her.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's gonna look at you.
I love her. And I'm certainly not a perfect husband, but there's a lot of things that I can do better. And I want to do better.
Nice to say. And that's the same thing from my end. And I genuinely love him. We've butt heads. And at the end of the day, butt heads,
yeah.
I'm still here, and I let you know I love you. And sometimes we might question it. Sometimes we're like, "Are you sure?" Because it's time. Time does make you. You know what I mean? And based on even with society, I think society, the thing that society puts on us too, with making you feel like love can't last, or that love has to change, and it alters itself over time. And it's not to say that it doesn't alter, because it does. I feel like it's either growing or it's not, or it's going in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But there's that pressure to make you really question if people can really love each other for such a long time. And I mean, you do see testimonies of people.
You do.
But
and I'm learning every day, guys, how to love her better, including
and vice versa. Yeah.
I think I'm going to make a stronger commitment in the new year to get to know her better than I do already.
Yeah, I
think that's really important.
And we can, like I said, we're going to be doing some more Q&As to get deeper in some of these kind of topics, maybe in terms of communications or things like that, just the simplest things that we know we can both do on each other's end to help make things easier, and just, to learn to know each other more. It's like a work in progress. You're working at it, but it's not there's no final finale when it comes to
a perfect marriage.
A perfect marriage.
Right.
So
I think it really boils down to if you want to work on it further or not.
Yeah.
Right? If you love someone enough that you're going to work on it further.
You're going to work on it further.
Then your marriage will do well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you guys make the decision that it's not what you want.
That's true. And that, could lead to the question of did we ever get to a moment where we wanted to call it quits? And don't answer. We're gonna do a separate video on that.
Okay, all right.
But that is a question that's been asked, and I think it's a very, very good question, because we have some
16 years.
16 years.
16 years, guys.
We have a thing where anyways, guys, that is it. I don't even know where we left off because the battery died, but we're basically coming back to close the vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new. Hit that like button, guys, as well as turn on the notification bell to be notified when we upload our latest videos.
Much love, guys.
Until next time.
I'm going to go read a book now.
Oh, geez.
See you later.
There's a toddler in the mix.